Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to Lucio. I've been playing with him a lot recently. Um, I wouldn't say he makes my top 3, but maybe my top 5, but I've been playing with him a lot, and he's just so much fun to use if you know how to use him. So, let's look at his abilities. His ultimate is called Sound Barrier, which creates a temporary shields, as you see, but it runs down really fast, which is why you need to, it's a great rushing tool when needed to run into a place. Next is called Crossfade, switch between your two abilities, which is speed and healing. We'll get to those later. Amp it up increases the effectiveness, so if I'm in speed I can press the amp it up button and I can speed up faster, or I can heal, or you heal up more effectively.
Let's up the tempo.
Soundwave is kind of like a shotgun, doesn't do much damage, but it shoots him away, and it's really effective and just fun to play with.
Push off.
It also takes up 4 of your shots, but he does have a lot of good shots. You can't hit headshots with it either, which is really sad. You have your sonic amplifier, which they say you press right on the D-pad or whatever, but or on PC, but it doesn't do anything. This thing doesn't have any damage drop off, or I think it does have unlimited range. Yeah, see, it doesn't have any damage drop off. So but you really have to pre-fire with this thing, and if you can't, then game over for you. And then you have his passive, which is probably one of the best passives in the game, which is called Wall Ride. And this is, you basically have a really nice long wall ride you can use with him, which allows you to get to places more effectively and allow you to flank. Oh, he just juked me, didn't he? You also move up too, which is really cool. So let's get into what you should use, what you should stack up, and how you should use it. So his gun, you really just want to, this thing is just meant for pre-firing.
You having trouble keeping up?
And it's just meant to go rather close range with your sonic wave. But let's say an enemy is shooting, you can push him away, and that can happen right there. Yeah, I like to use his melee a lot too. His melee is amazing because you can burst them down and melee them. Yeah, it won't do that much, but getting some shots in there it really helps Lucio out. His amp it up. Now, at the beginning, you will get a nice big speed boost, and it doesn't last for that long, but it definitely can get you a really good distance, especially if you're soldier. You can stack that up with the sprint. But that's basically it. But let's now look at his healing ability. So when you're near teammates, they will get some health boost, and if you use your amp it up, they will heal up even more effectively, double the times, can make you pretty tanky, in my opinion. And what I like to do is I like to stack my sound shield.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
And then once the sound shield is over, you use this, and you will have probably the tankiest team you'll ever see in your life. So, because I know that fact, a Roadhog can reach over 1400 health with this, and you could face Bastions with just a Lucio. So, otherwise, he's just a really fun character to use. I mean, it's just so much fun to use. And now we should look at his passive.
Oh, time to accelerate.
So, his passive is wall riding, like I said,
Check this out.
and it's meant for a flank an enemy team would not expect. Okay, so let's say we're going into a spawn. Ignore those two guys. I wanna, instead going with my team, I'm gonna go and flank around my wall ride.
I am loving this.
Alright? So you flank around with your wall ride. Oh my god. But
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see if we can make that again. But basically, it's a flank that no one could really use besides maybe like a Genji if you use his dash a lot, but that's pretty much it. The only one who could other flank like Lucio would be a Genji. And Lucio is not meant for flanking. But his wall ride makes him pretty decent at flanking. Now, gaps like this would really be favored
You
speed
feel that?
boosting with the
Check
amp.
this out. Woo!
I don't know what to do now. Seriously, I don't. But it really favors his speed boost amp. So once again, flanks is one of Lucio's biggest things for whatever reason. I mean, he's a healer, but flanking is what makes this guy able to pretty much just cross gaps and do stuff that other heroes couldn't do. That's how I should say. And I'll see if I can show you that. But he also inclines when using his wall ride, so. But basically you can hurl over stuff and do all that. Or you can take an alternate path, which I'm doing here, and allow me to cover over gaps and go behind enemies and just surprise them.
Ooh, you hear that? Push off.
Double kill.
Okay. And then you can go around and flank again however you wish. Now, if you want to get up on something with this passive, just lightly tap it. Alright. Just lightly tap it and you'll do like a little double jump that allows you to jump on things you wouldn't be able to jump onto. But otherwise, his wall ride is simply probably one of the best passives in the game. Just of how good it is. Because, I mean, the fact how he can wall ride makes it's just awesome. And there's so many flank paths in each map where it doesn't even matter. Like, you can take these little pillars and, you know, do a nice little flank on them. And you can even use it to get away. It's just such, he has an amazing passive. And there's really much nothing else but maybe like combined your sonic wave. But as you saw there, yeah, I can't jump on. I can walk on the stairs, but this would be effectively a lot faster than walking up the stairs, especially if you do this.
Oh, turn it up.
And instead of walking on catwalks, you can actually wall ride. Don't want to embarrass myself and fail like I always do with this guy. But yeah, see, there I go. But you can use little pillars. Simply, you have to abuse his passive in order to really work with him.
This is gonna make
But
you feel better.
what I usually do is, if there's a diva using her ult, I will switch to the speed buff and go away and have my teammates run away too. But when I'm in the middle of fire,
Ooh, you hear that?
I go and use the amp it up a lot, as much as I can. Because surprisingly, it makes you pretty tanky. It's kind of like Mercy's passive, but you can upgrade it for a few seconds, and it's amazing. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and possibly subscribe. It would make my day. And peace out.